Translation.
All right.
Here we go.
Up and running. All right. Two of the relatively, I would say, new teams in terms of like players being introduced to the league on this game, right? I think we're at 50% new players to Mage League in terms of like.
I'd say none of these players. So these are the only teams that haven't played yet, and
So Bushido
I guess-
Boys is a majority Witch River between Giddles, Purple Phil.
Giddles, David
Samira.
Griffin. Yeah, they've got the position 3 through 5 of Witch River from last season.
Anubis Promise is definitely like a new coalition. Peach Brain, Nick played last season. A1 played.
They contain 3 players that played last season.
A1 was registered Night Stalker, right? $$.
That sounds correct.
So those two are on a team. Peach Brain Nick was on Lips, who are our second place team from the last tournament. Pepper was a stand-in for a couple of games. I want to say he stood in for Mages. Did he?
I'm not
Maybe-
sure.
no,
He
never
definitely
mind.
stood in for some teams. Lips, maybe.
He probably stood in for Lips, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely stood in for 1 or 2 teams.
Peaches is new, I want to say, to the league.
Yeah, Peaches only joined the Discord relatively recently.
Yes, yeah. Whereas
not
on
sure.
Bushido Boys,
Yeah,
we
sure.
got it's mostly a pit stack. We have Infernal Shunt 571 Unleashed, is, known as Shunt.
Yeah.
Is a Pits player, and so is Positive Mindset player, who I will refer to as Meeseeks, I think.
Yeah, more
I
commonly
will
known,
refer to him. That's how he's gone by.
more commonly known as the Meeseeks.
Anyways,
Yeah, so I don't know enough about the roles of these teams, right? I can make guesses at like who's playing what. You know, Shunders was pretty well known for playing position 1 when he used to play. Without that was about best part of a year ago. Meeseeks Sidley, I believe, was more of a mid player. Yiddles, well, Flexible was most commonly known for being an offlane player, so that would be my assumption for their core positions on Bushido Boys.
yeah, I think Giddles is doing offlane this time around.
Yeah, okay. Ended up seeing a sniper first pick from Anubis Promise and a DK pick from the Bushido Boys. I'm wondering if we're seeing both mid laners picked up immediately here, or if maybe both teams are planning to flex these depending on how the draft goes, because obviously the sniper is a statement. Very frustrating mid laner to lane into for most heroes, DK being one of the heroes that can kind of, suffer through the frustration of the quacks.
Just yeah, exactly.
Um,
Still annoying. Can stop him from getting last hits if he's trying to just walk up. It's not something.
Yes, definitely one of the better heroes laning into sniper. So they do have that answer if they end up thinking that this is a mid sniper later in the draft, or it could end up being something different.
We did see support sniper last time, didn't we?
We did see a support sniper yesterday, which ended up working out decently.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Although I would argue it was a less important part of the draft than it won.
Yeah.
But then you could argue that just the threat of the sniper mid did a lot of work in the draft.
Yes. Now, Anubis Promise. I think I don't know what A1 plays, but I'm assuming that as their highest ranked player, and I think Nick is probably their second place rank. I think that those I'm assuming that they're gonna be 1 and 2. Just that's generally been the trend of it. Seeing most of our higher ranks go mid, so
10 seconds remaining.
just seems to be the trend this season. Between $Sign Pepper and Peaches, I don't know who would play that third core role. Do you have any idea?
Let's have a look. I imagine I would assume G dollar sign.
Okay.
It's hard to say for sure without knowing. I could see G dollar sign easily being the P3, but maybe either Pepper or Peaches would pick it up. I don't know those players well enough either.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyways. Triad's still in the pool. I wonder if they'll try and nab that for Pep if that sniper ends up being a core.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
As far as
I don't hate this AA pickup. I think it's annoying for lifestealer. Pepper's played it a lot in the past. Yeah, it makes it fine for the Dragon Knight. Bane, obviously a classic counter to lifestealer.
piercing, yep.
I don't hate the support duo. I believe Pepper is very comfortable on the AA, so
Yeah.
I think it's working out for them.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I think for Anubis Promise, a large part of the game will come down to the heroes that A1 and then Nick are playing. Sorry, not Nick. Peachbrain, Nick.
You know, I probably need to fix that on my end, don't I?
I don't know if how nickname works in here.
No.
I think it depends
I'll
on
look
if they have
another time, but
team set. But yeah, no, I think depending on the two heroes that they pick, I think we'll oftentimes see that will define their game plan.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know A1 well enough as a player to know what role to expect him to play. Obviously, the assumption would be that Nick would be playing P1, and therefore A1 would probably be playing mid.
I could see Nick playing P1. I think that I could. Well, actually, A1's the one drafting, but
yeah. A1 was played last season, but gained a lot of MMR throughout the season. You know, even after. I want to say he went from low legend to all the way up to divine in the past 6 months.
Heroes on Centaur, I'm sure. That's probably a
Slam the Timbersaw. It's a very good Timbersaw.
Yeah, this
right?
is 4 strength heroes already.
Yeah. Everyone knows the power of that Well and Death. It's a lot of damage to strength heroes. Curious who that's for. Don't tend to see that much offlane Timbersaw anymore. Mostly you tend to see mid Timbers. Obviously, that's not to say that offlane Timber can't work, right? Timber laning into Lifestealer is fine. But similarly, I feel like Bushido Boys have put themselves in a very awkward predicament with the Centaur pick, because they kind of declared that the DK probably is mid now. Whoever they put mid is not going to have a good time into this Timbersaw. There's just so much kill through from the Timbersaw coming out to any of these heroes currently showing. So unless they have unless they're planning to really adopt the Rico mentality and take a P5 Centaur, but even if they were to do that, they've really locked in their lanes, and this Timbersaw really destroys a lot of what they were going for.
I think that it's an easy pick.
10 seconds remaining.
And well, we go start to pin their reserves for their bans. Yeah, especially see when you have 4 heroes and you're like, oh, we all hate that one, and it's like, well, who else do you ban? Like, if we ban the heroes that are already picked. We use both our bans to negate their one pick.
Radiant team ban.
Wondering what the current intentions are for this sniper. So it clearly is a core. The most obvious thing to do from like a hub drafting view is having the Timbersaw off lane and then the sniper in the mid lane. I think I would prefer to have the sniper in the off lane and the Timber in the mid, but I mean, with the heroes that are currently showing, it's a pretty free lane for the sniper if he goes to the off lane.
You know, the thing I'm wondering right now, who's Griff playing?
10 seconds remaining.
They may not have shown his hero yet. He may be this Abaddon. I think that Abaddon's more likely to be Dave, but
yeah, that's why I'm. Yeah.
Definitely a little confuddled here. But yeah, just some generic supports that are annoying for them, right? The Disruptor, the Lance is very frustrating for the Timbersaw, and the Nyx, you know, it has some man damage for the Timbersaw and can try and scout and find the sniper, so just get rid of some of those, like, frustrating heroes. Not necessarily to say that those heroes would absolutely ruin their draft, but I respect it, you know, they assume sports coming out, just try and lessen the frustration from it. With the Medusa as their last pick, a little on the greedy side, but I think it can definitely work in something like a Dragon Knight. It's also a little slow to get started. It's also very good into the Lightstealer.
10 seconds
Doesn't care too much about Centaur. I don't dislike it.
5 seconds remaining.
I think it's
I think we should see that this is kind of Timbersaw's game to win.
I think it's not going to take much for him to do what he needs to, right?
The way I see this is if this Timbersaw has the star I imagine he'll have, I assume that the Bushido Boys are really going to struggle to come back from it.
All right,
For the Lich, yeah, just a solid lady support.
I think that I think of like the Lich ult, and I don't see like they're not gonna be close together. It'll be rough.
Not really. No. Yeah, you might be able to catch two heroes hanging out, right?
Yeah, I think.
But with 4 ranged heroes, it's very easy to kind of position around it.
All right, yeah. So that's Griff on the Lich. Okay.
Yeah, you see A1 on the Timbersaw, which I assume means it's mid, but
I feel like I saw G-Dollar play Bane. That seems familiar for whatever reason.
sure. Yeah, that's upon a sniper.
Pepper on sniper.
Wondering if they're going to put in the off lane or in the mid lane. We'll see.
Yeah, actually.
I think either way it's still really
it's like
good
which
for
lane does Timbersaw want to ruin?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess off. I feel like Timbersaw's the best offlaner of these, but he can really just.
I think due to the way that the heroes have lined up, Sniper is probably the best offlaner in my eyes. Like the lifestealers struggle to do anything to him right.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a lane you can take.
I think generally Sniper as an offlaner is very much so depending on the matchups.
Probably
and this
Bane,
matchup's one there. It's pretty free.
Bane in the offlane with him. Bane Sniper.
I think either or works. Bane is the best. Bane is the best support for both carries, I think, in general.
Yeah.
So, A as a hero in general is a little on the weaker side laning wise. So, you give that to whichever lane that you're more comfortable losing.
Alright. I don't know if I've seen Pepper play Sniper.
I've probably seen Pepper play Sniper once or twice.
Yeah.
Normally, obviously, in the mid lane. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case if it's here.
Oh, right. Teams of the Peach is being left behind. Dave taking the back line for his team. Alright. Smoke coming out on Bushido Boys. Defensive, taking their own jungle, I guess. That's fine.
Very aggressively running in with the smoke here on the Bushido Boys.
Yeah.
Really hoping for some lackadaisical positioning from Anubis Promise.
30 seconds to battle.
Doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, some defensive positioning coming out from Anubis Promise, just causing them to secure their 2 runes and play it slow from this minute on, which I think is fair.
Yep.
There's a lot of strong spells between the Aphotic Shield, the Brief Fire, the Lich Q, the Centaur Stomp. There's a lot of good level 1. You don't want to feed some dumb deaths and cause your lanes to get a lot harder.
The prodigal hero returns.
Alright.
Yeah, I knew they would.
Last hits into dollars.
No words really. Oh. There's a word placed down. A very conservative word, I guess. Maybe that's the word for it.
Yeah, really keeping it further back, trying to avoid getting it dewarded, which I can't blame him.
Yeah, it's just gonna be there. He still gets the rune.
If you've played it Sanix one time, you learn to just start hiding or not having a mid ward because it's just not worth the effort.
Yeah.
Now
I got all the words down.
Tank will go into lane with 4 century root wards and start fucking slapping them everywhere.
Oh, the Bane bullying features. What? Pepper versus Meese.
The Bane ending up landing with this Tempest, which means there's just so much kill threat coming out, especially with at level 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Seeing Pep right click the living daylights out of this DK. I think it's going to get easier as the DK gets a couple more points into his passive.
Yeah, it's not gonna. He's gonna not notice it after a while.
Yeah, you get a bracer to get maybe 1 more point passive and ignore the sniper.
Shun's staying on top of the last hits. We'll say. Good for him.
Quite impressive given that he's sitting at like 50 damage half the time.
Yeah. Alright. Yildiz and Dave leaning together for as usual. Pepper's really good getting on top of the denies, though. I would say mid.
Yeah, I mean he's doing a great job in this mid lane.
I feel like
Normally
I feel like that's hard for snipers sometimes, right? Does he get hot? Or actually, no, he does get headshots on his own, right?
I was gonna say, yeah, he does.
Never mind.
Getting denies really comes down to how good the last hitting of your opponent is, right? Like it's easy to time it, but your damage isn't high enough that you realistically should be able to out damage a melee hero with a clone blade.
Yeah, but regardless,
Even with a quack.
He's keeping on par with that. Sonu, I don't see him play core a lot, so he's doing a great job with that. Oh, and
The Lichens are going down in the safe
but
lane.
I think that the Bane trades for it. Oh, that wasn't
Most
great.
likely, oh no, the Lichen doesn't want to take all that damage just to kill the Bane.
Yeah, well, kind of whiffed that whirling death there.
Yeah, it's a little scary. A1 is holding a skill point right now, so you just have the Timber Chain available. You can definitely throw out a good chunk of damage on the Lichen.
So, yeah. You don't usually see, I guess. Well, we don't usually see that. I'm sure it is not a bad thing to do.
I mean, you don't normally see it at this point with this hero. I'm actually
That might be a dead Medusa, though. Oh.
Ooh.
The one.
It's a lot of damage. She'll survive, but she'll just have a mango. She's desperate.
Yeah.
She's definitely struggling a little bit.
Alright. Misi's starting to catch
Korea ends up going down.
It looks like Misi's just like took a whole wave off of Pep all of a sudden, actually. Wow.
As you said, this lane does just get easier for the DK over time. The more and more, he's more bracer, he's more soul ring. He's got a little bit of extra damage, and it's very easy for him to just ignore the sniper. Really focus on the last hits.
Yildiz has a lot of resources up top. looking a lot healthier than the rest of them. But
yeah, this Sentinel, this lane is pretty free for him. He's gonna get his farm.
yeah.
He's gonna, be annoying. Oh, the Medusa steps slightly far forward. The Sentinel's able to catch up and catch a stun. She's got very light HP. Gets the Mangala, so she's gonna live. But yeah, this is just a very rough lane matchup for the Medusa.
Yeah. That'll happen. Oh, do they get the AA?
Oh, very low.
Oh,
Don't
not
quite take the
So
hit down.
close.
Good to the damage for it.
Oh shoot! Fight bot.
Ooh.
They took.
Yeah, they did the Bane down. Interestingly,
All right.
maybe he's positioned a little bit too aggressively. Gets run down. Be careful with his left too. He loses a lot of HP from each of these rally deaths.
Oh, look at
Don't remember last year that. Ooh. I feel like Aeon maybe could have gotten the kill there if he'd been a bit brave.
Alright. Well, now Meeseeks has a pretty dominant lead on the last hits for the game. Whereas Medusa is the last of the cores, so show up how we, I guess, could expect.
Yeah,
I think Sun's been playing pretty well, not really. This is the dangerous lane.
I think like the DK being the top blast is pretty expected. Can I mention in the draft? The DK is one of the better lane matchups against a mid sniper. There are some that are better, but it's definitely up there. I think the one that's most surprising is how well the West is doing in this bottom lane.
Yes.
I think he's giving a solid amount of respect to the kill potential of the Bane from the Soul.
Dragon Knight uses his dragon form first. Pepper went back to base. Still level 6 though, like pretty even experience at least there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See AA checking. Got a pull through coming from Griff, but Timbersaw catches it.
It was impressive. I didn't even know it was possible to do that anymore.
Gil's been left alone now. He's starting to get his mana and such back now.
Oh, you mean Nick?
Oh, Nick. Yeah, sorry. In Yoda's lane.
They're the same people.
Yeah, no, Yoda. Kind of leaving him alone. Though
Yeah, his Yiddle's not getting boots, so he'll be very sustainable. So Yiddle's is doing great, right? Honestly, we're seeing a lot of solid farming across the board, but obviously we're seeing the Medusa struggling a little bit, the Sniper struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
These lanes are a little rough for them. Just getting very low there. Just have barracking out.
Middle of pretty potent slow. Oh,
so much damage. Oh, a good silence. Oh, the lich respectfully.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, he wants it. He's bucking it. He's bucking it. Good. Oh, he whiffs the chain.
Oh man. Okay. Level 5.5. He's not. That's a dead. So. Oh, they found the AA in the jungle though.
Run, life stealer, run! Yeah, this.
All right. Nice.
We are seeing the issue that is this Timbersaw.
But yeah.
I mean, obviously, he whiffed the kill on the last year, but he still kills the Lich, forces the Sense with TP in it. Honestly, he's just so hard to kill. Like, you look at the Bushido Boys team, and like, how do you kill this Timbersaw? Especially once he gets Eternal Shroud. Like, there's just not that much burst coming out.
Yeah.
I feel like your only hope at killing Timbersaw is a miraculous Lichel. Like, you need to just somehow hit the most beautiful Lichel known to man that just gets crazy lucky bouncing on this Timbersaw.
Alright. Shun juggling for a bit, back up to full health. Good for him. Dragon Knight's low, but they are all going on the sniper. And
Very beautiful pick. I think this is the game plan that the Bushido Boys need to have. They really just need to play kind of the ignore Timbersaw and shut down the other heroes sort of game plan.
Yeah,
Just avoid feeding the Timbersaw. He farms decently, but he's not going to take over the game on his own. And right now, everyone's getting quite low and feeling a little bit brave. Obviously, he does have a lot of damage. It's very possible he could blow up this lifestealer, but I'm going to say, yes, be careful about the rage.
Yep.
Very careful with the Timbersaw. The Lich has a nuke.
And there's an Abaddon coming in. Not under vision, so they see it. Timbersaw, you just gotta get out. Maybe slow, but oh gosh.
Both heroes getting very low.
Yeah,
the Timbersaw is down, and
right.
so is the Bane. A little bit too much, I guess, of disrespect coming out from the Timbersaw. Just sitting around for too long on so little HP. Kind of living that fine line where, like, he knows this game is kind of his to go to town on, and maybe feel a little too comfortable.
Oh no. Oh no.
Fun's an AA. He's about to take a lot of damage from some ancients.
Yeah, let's say alright, G-Dollar's only level 5.
Anubis Promise having to just force BB out of this bot lane. It's time to go home, get out of here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we see Nick is starting to take control over this top lane. Now he's got the arcade boots. He can actually stay in the center with his snakes. So the center can't bully him quite as much. I don't think there's any real threat to the center as long as there's not multiple hero rotations, or at the very least not Timbersaw rotation. So we'll probably see him farming them for a while. He just likes to farm to some strong items before he gets too heavily involved with the team.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, the bot lane, things are working out so well for the Bushido Boys in these early engagements. They're just being so aggressive.
Yeah.
The stance on the Timbersaw, he's just going down. Down. I'm genuinely surprised by how well this is working out. Normally you see Timbersaw just kind of thrive in these situations, but just kind of struggling with his backup, right? The snipers, he's not online yet. The Bane doesn't have 6, the A doesn't have 6, and there's just not much they can do to stop the entire of this 4-man lineup going to run at the.
AA, go away! Oh no, he's dead.
Yeah, really punishing these Anubis for staying around too bravely in the area they're occupying.
Oh gosh, they're still here. Yikes. 7K net worth lead, 12 minutes. Okay, fine, Rico. I'll get a Discord stream going for you.
Off work.
Alright.
I'm here for Dota.
Yes. Do you have confidence in Nick carrying this game? Because he's gonna need to do some lifting, maybe.
I mean, Nick. One of the things best at is he's always been flash farming, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's always on top of his like stack timings and stuff, and
yeah, he is
take care of that for himself. So let's see.
The only issue is he is also known for getting a little bit. It's kind of like a slug in the mid to late game of Dota, where sometimes after he started to win a game, he gets a little bit confident.
We got a 4v4 eventually. 5v4 here. This AA does not have his ult yet, which really hurts.
So much damage comes out of the Timbersaw, but they're just struggling with the follow-up.
Oh, that ult's not gonna kill anyone, though.
No, it's just a chunk.
No, Nick might go down here.
Yeah, Nick's getting run down
pretty shortly. He got the boot.
It's full one.
Just stick. He's got a lot of HP.
No, they might be done.
They do have 4 if they want to use it.
Smart about that. There's the silence.
Unfortunately, no one made the
He has a mango. A mango, Nick. Oh
He doesn't need it, bro. He's saving it for later. It's a snack for the way home.
So, what I was going to say before this fight turned out, Nick is the scariest when his back's up against the wall, and he hasn't given up.
I gotta say, when he's ahead, Nick is the scariest player on the team. But when he's behind, he's
fatal! Huge!
There we go. Alright.
This is going amazingly for Anubis Promise. The fight just lasted too long for Bushido Boys.
Yeah.
A1 is respawning and doing way more chunk.
An AO somewhere didn't quite is across the map. Those are always hard.
Yeah.
Are we still going, or it looked like he?
They'd like to. We don't have the blink on the Timbersaw yet, so it's hard to keep chasing too much.
Is there a nightmare anywhere? Like that's what I would.
Ooh, it's slow. Right? You're just getting very low, but there's no trees to chain to. You know, a good little comeback fight for Bushido Boys. Obviously not, not getting out clean either. You know, they lost a lot of heroes before the fight really began.
They're still up. They gained an 1K lead on that, or 1K on their lead for that. But
yes, I mean, but I think it was a good little recovery.
Yes.
For the second half of the fight. I mean, the Medusa doesn't die, and that's big for them.
Yes, yeah, the Medusa got a lot out of that. So got Honor Yasha, almost at Manta. We'll be seeing. Does the Courier have? What am I looking for? Yeah, Courier has more mana items than the Circlet.
Those mangoes. That's a hungry boy.
Well, I mean,
he knows what he's about. He loves his little baited mangoes.
Here's the classic Nick stacking. All right, we love it.
He loves gold.
Yeah. Good shit.
He's really trying to pad those stacks, or stats.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, he's
gonna have the most camp stacked as well as size GPM.
He can really pressure these towers with his ult. You know, not really fearing the typical too much, and yeah. As long as he doesn't get Fiend Script, I'm not sure he has to. He's very, very fast. It's very easy for him to kind of stun and run away.
Now, one thing we are seeing like Bushido Boys definitely like living in this part of the map, though.
Yes, no, I'm loving this positioning. You know, they've got their lead. They're making sure to occupy this area of the map that Nick kind of wants to free farm, and it's forcing A1 to be a little bit more involved than either would want to be, which is making his farm suffer for it. And yeah, it's making the map feel very small for Anubis Promise. You know, making the cause show the farm.
Timbersaw's rushing his blink at this point now. Picked up the crown. Was that going to be part of Veil?
I
would have assumed that was Veil. He'd probably queued up.
Yeah, he's putting up into blink now, so that.
I think the blink makes a lot of sense, right? Blink. It's very easy for him to blow up any of the strength heroes that are like even remotely. If they're like half HP, you could probably blow them up with a blink, combo.
Gittle's got just
I think A1 has that crown because he knows that he has to be the king in this game.
I'm the king.
Don't start with that dragon scale, already resisting almost 60% physical.
Yeah, very very bulked up on the armor. Obviously the only thing that Centaur really cares about at this point in the game is the Timber Sword.
So there's a fight starting over here.
Beautiful feature by the between the Purge and the Centaur, really managing to counter-initiate. This Timber taking so much damage from the Lich.
I do get that, but
the Lich basically 1v1ing the Timber.
But did manage to take out the Centaur before he went down there.
Alright, Medusa ult done, but goes through. I think that Dragon Knight dies here. Yeah. Maybe? I don't know.
He's pretty
Dragon, but now he's in the
tower. It comes down to whether or not he can juke for a second. Oh no, not that. Oh, the stick charges.
They do chase him down.
Oh, just barely. He was very close to getting away.
That's very valuable for them.
Yeah, it's a big kill. That Dragon was having a really good game so far. Similarly with the Centaur, right? Obviously, I think Timbersaw is really suffering in a lot of these fights. He is kind of the enemy of the state #1. So every inch of damage that Bushido Boys caster out early in the fight, they like to throw onto him. But yeah, I mean, managed to pick up a kill on the Centaur, kill on the DK, really slows him down. but we do see that Shun's still kind of thriving. I'm wondering what's on his career, because he has a lot of unaccounted gold.
So right now the Timbersaw is pretty much all aggressive items, but do you think that they're going to have troubles killing him once he starts getting like an Eternal Shroud or something?
Well, the way to go,
he's already been dying more than expected, so it's hard to.
Yeah, it's weird, right? I would have thought he would go Eternal Shroud. I just assumed he wouldn't have any issues with all this physical damage, but he is just genuinely getting chunked down by.
Well, if he does eventually get the Shivas, that'll help him a lot.
Yes, even just the Veil will do a lot to just add to his base armor.
Right,
A little bit of a brave link in. Oh, and the Lich Spire. This Lichel is doing so much work against the Timbersaw. Both fights in a row now. This has been absolutely disgusting.
Alright.
Medusa's being too forward trying to help the Timber. It looks like she's going to go down too.
Oh, she's going to die. They got stunned as soon as the man is out. So, yep, that'll do that. Oh, and the Fiend's Grip in the back. The Abaddon just eating that for free. Didn't even use his borrowed time on that. Dang.
What position was the sniper?
Mid. That was mid.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Nope. That's not going anywhere. Just gonna hit the creep wave. Fine. Make something out of it. Slightest bit of deep push.
And that was 2 fights now that we saw the Lich making a huge play, killing the Timber.
Actually, no, he's doing great with that.
Yeah, but both fights in a row that slammed down the Ice Spire and just deleted this.
I mean, and there was one fight where we did a lot of work despite really hitting a lot of those ancients. Like back we were down here. I was saying I didn't know if that Lich Ult was going to bounce around a lot, but honestly, if it's just the Timbersaw and the Shard Ice Spire, that's exactly what they want.
Against 4 strength heroes, yeah, if that Timber's allowed to get some spells off, some of these fights are a little scarier.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Centaur going down bot. Yildiz wants to farm now. It's his turn to keep farming.
But is he gonna farm that hero?
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Anubis Promise just starts some split push now. They realise that taking the fights here, it's hard. Just delay, get some items up. It's going to get easier once Medusa comes a bit more online.
What sort of items does Medusa need before she can feel comfortable fighting into them?
Good question. I don't think she needs anything special. I think she really just needs the standard Medusa items. So she's heading towards the Diffie. I'm wondering if maybe she goes straight Butterfly after that. She just needs some more damage, right? Because right now she kind of she walks in and she's kind of
there a long time, but she's not doing much.
Yeah, right. She throws out an ult and she's just plinking, right?
I mean, and the last large fight we saw mid, that was the Timbersaw dying before the team could even get to him. If she's alive and there's a Timbersaw just doing his own stuff,
Exactly. I think the perfect world for her, she walks in, she's a threat, she can't be too ignored. Maybe she even is the one to start the fight and the Timbersaw reacts, blinks in to something after they've won her. I can see that fight going really well for them.
I know nothing queued yet on Timbersaw. I do wonder what he's gonna get next. Spirit Vessel queued up on Bane.
This will do a lot of damage against all these strength heroes. Really chunks their HP. Speaking about this Timbersaw of items, I imagine he'll head towards a Shivas. Shivas is just very good here. There's a lot of
good read.
Mm-hmm.
Good read on Nick getting out of there with the infested Invincible Centaur.
Yeah, that could have been pretty bad.
The spider senses were tingling.
Yeah, I don't even think they had vision there, but maybe something.
I'm wondering.
Sometimes as a core, P1 especially, you can sense when the enemy's been a little bit too suspiciously inactive when they're ahead. You're like,
yeah, I mean, there hasn't been a fight.
Where are they at?
So, like that, they're just bound for, they're on top. Like, Sean's not gonna be saving his infest defensively at this point, right?
Not necessarily, no. He doesn't need to. So if the team does want to make an aggressive play, he's pretty happy to do it as long as he's with his team.
Speaking of Shunt, Lifesteal on the Armlet, Sange, Orbital Corrosion.
Are you just looking to chunk this top tower right now?
I mean, they can.
Tim's not going to say we're taking a lot of damage. Well, the AA blast. Oh, it has a shot. That's so much damage. Oh.
And Shunt's good. Or not Shunt. Not Shunt. Where's Dave? I don't know why I was thinking.
Yeah, Dave goes down.
Yep.
This is a runaway mode for Bushido Boys.
That's like the worst case scenario. Ice Blast.
That Ice Blast did so much.
Yeah.
So much work with that stun.
Just
keeping them around.
Alright.
Beautiful fight for Anubis Promise.
Nothing to keep chasing. Hasted Centaur.
They almost got the Centaur too. Got dangerously low there with the AA ult on him.
No, it was.
Definitely a heads-up play, just sort of rushing that shard as Arcane Boots and Shard.
Yeah.
Sort of understanding that these ults are going to make or break the fights for them.
Did he buy that shard, or did they get it from Tormentor? I didn't.
I don't think they've done Tormentor.
It might have been.
I feel like he had.
It might have been Radiant.
If it's 26 minutes in and all he has is Arcane Boots.
I mean, the game's been rough, but yeah, no, he probably bought it. I mean, a lot of AAs do like to buy it. It's a very good.
Yes. Yeah.
He has the points in his queue. Most AAs, if they're not going the shard, tend to put points into churn over the queue. So, I should be purchased it. But yeah, that AoE stun was so huge. Let the Timbersaw go and get a free round of spells off, and then once again disengage so he doesn't get blown up.
Lifestealer versus Reducer here.
He got a mana.
Yeah, no infest.
Has to back up.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of
team
respect.
in and then just back out for free for fun. And what's Lifestealer going to do about it? He can get his health back fast. I guess his mana comes back not so slowly.
I'm gonna say she was somewhat one of the spots probably has Arcane Boots.
Yeah. Time for the stack, but missed it on the Ancients.
Oh, very unfortunate.
Disappointed.
Huge misplays.
I don't know if they're going to be able to recover.
Yeah, they won't be able to recover from this one.
Alright, Nick's out 2.2k. So let's see what he's going to buy next. Alright, we have the Shiva's finished on the Timbersaw. So he's going for Shroud. He's going for Shroud. Just wants to tank up more. The damage will come naturally. We see Radiant going for Roche now.
Seeing the big difference in the net worth on the Sniper here, but the other two cores of the Deuce and the Timber are honestly not that far behind.
Yeah, no, it's...
Yeah, it's all about who can find the farm.
Alright.
When you're behind, it's hard for all your cores to find farm, but...
That's... AA will see an empty Roche. And now they're back in after a bit. Alright.
Very positive
there, but everyone knows. They know they're good.
Bane goes for the D ward. Radiant giving the respect. They know that DK isn't quite within range right now, so they don't want to force a fight.
Yeah. Other two still smoked. Timbersaw there. Alright. AA shard. We do have the Spirit Vessel finished up on Bane. DKB Blink. Going for Ags next on the Dragon Knight. Alright. A bit more mobility and pathing always helps.
I think a slightly more old-fashioned item build on this Lifestealer.
Yeah, I feel like I'm used to seeing so many Radiances when there isn't anyone else on
Chip was very much so like single player a year ago before the Radiance meta was big, so probably just a fact that he hasn't played too much Dota recently.
Alright, you gotta smoke on Radiant. They might find Timbersaw, maybe? AA's checking, Vision is out. The
beautiful wraparound. This AA probably going to suffer for it.
Or
they expect him to back up, but he's pressing forwards. But this does mean that potentially the Medusa gets caught.
Alright.
She does manage to get the ult off, but the stun. Yeah, she's gonna go down.
Gonna pepper him, but it's probably not enough.
But Medusa does go down.
Would have been better if.
Very unfortunate.
But oh well.
Yeah, as I say, it's very unfortunate. The AA's aggressive position would normally have been a great way to
eat that smoke.
To eat the smoke, but they end up doing a just perfect wraparound that just barely doesn't catch him.
Yeah.
Heading back to Roche, gonna look to secure that now that they got the numbers advantage.
Yeah, and I think, Dyer's gonna push out waves, which is what they should be doing. I think,
Yeah, it's the correct thing to do. Just secure a little bit of farm on your cores and just look to be that little bit stronger when they do come high ground.
It's gonna be down in a couple seconds. Let's see.
Oh, he's moving though. He's actually relocating. They didn't time it right.
He's bucking it.
Oh gosh.
The wages of fear.
One more slap against the Centaur. Nail, just a little bit slow.
Just too late. Almost there.
Could have sniped the kill.
Alright, so
Could have sniped the kill. A little bit off from the team, but
they're planning on sticking together. They do want to fight, for sure. They don't have to deal with the rest of the lanes.
This would give time for Nick to respawn and start farming up again, and some space for both Timber and the Sniper.
Next, yeah.
As they're getting this guy, he's really kind of securing the slow game plan on Medusa. I'm not a big fan of this Medusa game plan just because, in my opinion, the biggest issue Medusa has as a hero is just getting ignored, and it plays to the idea of you are a 1v5 beast, but if you get ignored, your entire team will be dead, and then you truly do have to 1v5, right? Which isn't feasible when you're playing against heroes with multiple stuns and the likes.
We're seeing Sniper. A couple seconds of amp damage yet, and not gonna make it to the fight, really. He's got the Mask of Madness and the Chrysalis.
The A plus is going to result in the bad not healing from his ult.
He's gonna die. It's gonna last long. It's gonna last him. So.
Oh, here comes so much.
Oh, Littles is
so close.
Oh, so much coming out.
Oh,
G-Dolly getting a beautiful grab.
Look at the center.
Shun is in. He doesn't have anything to get onto. So he loses the Aegis. He's struggling for heroes right now. He's booking it.
Oh man. Okay.
Ooh, just barely manages to get in as he gets the nightmare used on him.
I think that's a good. That Dire wants that. It's not fantastic, but I think.
I'm gonna say they are content with this, right?
Taking the Aegis and the two supports, sure.
And that net worth lead is starting to drop.
So we do see that Nick is now actually at the top of the net worth, which is big for that team. Definitely the sort of game they want to be playing.
I mean, did he get? Oh, he didn't get. He got one of those kills. He got the Lich. Just worth a fair amount,
Yes, and we'll see the Scar coming out in the next fight. Makes him pretty much impossible to kill, right?
Yes.
At least not until after his team are already dead. He has too much HP to really map fight through.
Sniper's going full damage, so I think that's just what they want. The two people they can't ignore in the middle, and then a Sniper in the back. AA stopping any regen, and anyone who doesn't get caught by that, hit by the vessel. I think that looks like that has to be how the fights go for Anubis Promise, and it's doable, totally doable.
They're going a little too overboard on the anti-regen.
I don't know. It's interesting to see. I guess Radiant knows that the fight will come to them. The only person with a Blink Dagger on their team is the Dragon Knight. They don't necessarily need it with the Centaur ult in play and all that. Lifestealer also just possibly being an extra blink with the Dragon Knight if they want. We're gonna see another fight top then. Nick is in the jungle farming, so I wonder if he's gonna make his way over, or yeah, he is. Hopefully they don't run into him.
See, like a Gleipnir on Pep.
I wouldn't hate it, right?
Yeah, I think a root would be good, but there's also, Gleipnir would be great.
Not BKB starting to come out though, so it's a little bit less good after that potential pit. Beautiful AAL comes out. They're going on to the pit again, but
who did Bane ult? I didn't see.
Pardon, sir?
I didn't see you Bane ulted.
I think he could be abandoned. I could be wrong though.
Okay, alright. Now we're bullying Shunt. He's gonna get in. Infest. Alright. They're
He's
out.
booking it!
They don't want to fight.
Run away!
But
Yeah, they're already
that
struggling
was
to go high ground.
better than the last fight. I guess there wasn't an Aegis to take, but there wasn't a death on the core either.
Yeah, net worth lead down to 6k now.
Yeah. Alright. Shunt's out.
We might start seeing the Lifestealer not going for the Radiance, sort of slowing down his farm, making it harder for him to ramp up and keep up with the Medusa.
He is gonna be infesting the Medusa probably in these fights a lot from here on, yeah?
Yeah, probably the person he can get on top of, but it's really going to be able to do that much inside of her.
Well, she's gonna do less, and he's gonna heal up a bit, and you know, it might just be like during her ult type of thing, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, it's still nice for the disarm, right? It's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
To heal himself up a little bit.
I mean, he's not going to care to disarm the Timber, so...
Well, exactly, right? I think the only way he ends up going with somebody else is if it's, you know,
let's see.
damage.
Shunt's been found here. Infest is on cooldown right now, but he's able to get out fast enough.
But, you know, I think in a fight, you know, if the last healer goes in relatively early, you know, gets chunked a little bit, you can then look to ult into the Medusa, stop her from doing too much in the fight for a while he heals back up.
Alright. Pep has not healed up his Daedalus anymore. Nothing there at the moment. I wonder if he's going to go for like the Hurricane Pike or something, realizing he needs to be able to have that defensiveness. But
I feel like they're not really getting to him in these fights.
yeah, I mean the thing is that like if the rest of the team's noisy enough,
They definitely have been prioritizing the Timbersaur a lot in these fights.
Yeah.
It's made the sniper's life a little bit easier surviving.
Alright, smoke down in mid. And they're probably looking to take this Tormentor, I guess? Let's see if they run into a weakened team in a bit.
They see the Tormentor going down. Yep.
Yeah.
They know where they are now.
The question is,
No.
they have to want to heal, right? Like, Timber's...
Yeah, I imagine
Timber,
Timbersaur might stay out though. He's got the HP to stay out.
He thinks
He's going to do
live,
so.
But he's willing to do so. That's not a...
I was gonna say they optimistically searched at the spot.
Here they come.
Do they know?
Oh, they know.
Oh, yeah. There's no coming back.
Yeah, that's a dead Nick, and he does have buyback.
Yep. Oh man.
But they can definitely force that buyback out, and that gives a lot more momentum back to Bushido Boys. You know, they definitely been dwindling recently.
Did any of those creeps? I wonder how they had what the vision was there. I guess they had the sentry there, or I don't think any walked in the Watcher. That's what I'm confused about. Oh well, because they were definitely thinking they're like someone's farming the Ancients, and oh, it might have been experience. You know what? I think that's what it was. I think they were getting experience when they were
like that, yeah.
right here. That's not that Yodels would notice, I'm sure. Or I don't know, maybe anyone.
Also, just not too surprising after taking the...
Go for the grip. The abandon can post that off in a second, but obviously it's going to end anyway. Medusa not wanting to spend the buyback. You know, can't blame her.
It's gonna group.
Beautiful AL. Velocity is deleted.
Oh, God.
These ALs have been so on point.
Nice Nightmare, too. Got a Delta split for the Lich.
With the smoke to do it. Nice.
And
All right.
smoking to knock down a Lich ult.
We are at a 1k net worth lead for Bushido Boys.
Yeah, they
A1 wants blood.
It's such a beautiful fight.
And he can't do anything about that. No Yules on this Timber.
Centaur recognizing
That Timber can't kill him in a good amount
Timber
of time.
does not have a stun. Maybe we'll see A1 queuing up Thistle Blade in just a second here.
That'd be funny. Didn't Timbers used to build Yules?
Yeah, having a purge for...
Windmaker would be, you know, not bad. Generally, just it's a good item, but... helps his kid out a lot. Who doesn't have to save otherwise. I'm trying to see. What is concussive grenade? Was that from the? I'm assuming that was from Tormentor.
Potentially.
No one else has a shard, so yeah, it was. Only one shard left on, oh, 2 shards left, actually, I guess.
They're taking it very slow. They know that the game kind of gets more favourable for them as the time goes on, so
Yeah.
don't want to push the luck too much. Just play it slow. Maybe get this butterfly and Medusa before you do anything too crazy. Probably also want to get like Daedalus. Just really get that damage out.
Taking the net worth lead for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
they've taken it, and
So does
they're
Smoke
good
does
run.
anything about that, though?
Like I said, I've got smoke on Radiant. Could end up being
They're gonna run right by. They're gonna wrap.
very
What if
big
they're gonna
pick.
wrap around this mid?
Potentially. I mean, there was a ward from the Dire that potentially saw the idea of the smoke. I don't think it quite saw the smoke itself, but definitely saw the
Yeah, I saw them
group.
group up like kind of vaguely there. Okay.
Oh, anyone getting that history makes things a lot harder. Ooh.
And that's a
Well, the A blast. He can't keep getting away with it.
little
It's
bit of a
huge!
dang.
Oh, this is terrible.
Right, life slow was there. Okay. The rest of the team's gonna get out. This support's paying pretty dearly in general from.
He's still hasted.
Oh gosh. But they just have to run away.
Yeah, I mean, they just take so much
can't-
damage from the
they-
Timber after an A blast like that, and it's
Yeah. That
it
AA
makes
blast,
life really hard for them.
when that Lich ult's not getting on the table, it's starting to get hard.
Now they're pushing the high ground. Let's see if they can do what the
I
other
think
team
it's
wasn't
gonna
able
go
to.
fast.
Well, I'm gonna say the issue
Sniper
that they've got
Medusa?
now is that this Timber is so hard to go on. At the same time, also kind of hard to ignore. So
Yeah. What did Dick buy? Where's his curve? His curve is on the way.
The
It's
yellow's
both
wrapping behind.
Okay.
yeah, look at maybe pick off some of the support.
They
for
have
the sniper.
full
Oh, they
vision
have
of it.
vision. Such a beautiful ward, ends up doing a lot of work.
Gets the blink off. Managed to get on the back line for the first time in what feels like forever.
Alright, Dave can't heal from that. He's gonna die pump it.
Oh, beautiful cleanup on the supports of Anubis Promise, but they're just struggling for the damage on these two main cores.
Yeah. Like they're hard to kill, but that's not the name of the game right now.
The saddest little death for the DK there.
Yeah, just the slow and steady
Tickled.
things. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, they can't do much here.
This game just turned on its head real quick.
Yeah, it all came down to just a handful of these AA blasts just getting huge stuns at the start of
yeah,
fights.
no. It's been like they've
like
made a few of these fights single-handedly. You know, getting
well,
the Abaddon.
not even a few of them. I think pretty much every fight we've seen them win, other than that last one right there, was caused by an AA blast. Just a random AA blast hitting like 3 or 4 heroes, followed by Timbersaw just blinking in and blowing them up.
Yeah,
Because
he was just warming up, you know, at the beginning of the game, and now he's warmed up and hitting the
well,
blast.
it hit 15 minutes and his AA went, nah man, I'm done.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I'm pissed.
Put on his sunglasses.
Yeah, like, and then just like the Simbas were having such a rough time going in because every time he went in, he was just getting like DK stunned and blown up with like a lich fire, and then suddenly these AA blasters keep hitting like 4 heroes, and then the Timber blinks in, gets a 3 round of spells, and is able to like Timber chain away to like a decent distance.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the Bushido Boys are having to just run for their lives because well, they have no HP, and then he's able to keep chasing them down.
It's funny. I think that like it could probably could be seeing something a bit similar, like if the AA and the Lich swapped, because like I guess like we're seeing we're seeing Bushido Boys. They just really want to like cluster on the person they're trying to kill. A Lich ult makes short work of them, but a Lich ult doesn't do. It's not doing enough. Like it's getting some good Spire passes.
Yes,
And we've seen it
absolutely,
happen.
yeah.
We've seen it, right? It's
Well,
like-
the other game was a large part of what got Bushido Boys ahead, right? They were just doing work on the Timbersaw with it.
Yeah.
But
like
in the game,
it's not enough.
first
Whereas like
was-
them clustering is really, it's what they kind of do. It has to be the game plan. We're gonna see it right here. Let's see if there's an AA ult coming in. No, they're not ready to fight yet. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
they cluster, they eat the AA ult.
I don't think we're going to see Bushido Boys start any fights that don't start with them trying to blow up at least one of the two supports, or maybe the sniper.
Yeah.
They really need to kill like the three that aren't the Timbersaw and the Medusa, and then look to kill the Timbersaw and the Medusa. Like it really needs to be that order, like because otherwise they're just going to take too much. Like there's going to be too much frustration coming after these supports, and the plinks from the sniper are really going to add up in damage.
It was interesting.
I also wonder.
Oh, sorry.
Some of those, they did like sort of 3 or 4 back-to-back smoke plays that just took up so much time when they were sort of running around. And they did manage to catch 1 or 2 people, but it seemed pretty aimless. And while that was all happening,
I think they were fine, right? Like, they got some good picks on the Medusa and whatnot.
You see Medusa?
We saw the pick of the Medusa, then led into their push mid. They might catch the Medusa again. The Medusa ults and books it.
Fair, sure.
But yeah, that one pick of they got on the Medusa led to their push mid, which was looking really good, but they were just a little bit too grouped up. You know, I feel like maybe the positioning on heroes like the Centaur and the Lich and the Abaddon maybe need to be a little bit further back. Like it's one thing if your life stealer is getting A blasted, and even your life stealer and your DK getting A blasted. If there's then the Abaddon ready in the back to shield them, to like purge the stun them, you let the life stealer jump in somebody so he's safe. But because
how should they be trying to take this high ground then?
Well, at
this point, obviously, they're not in the driver's seat, but
yeah.
But previously, I think it was just a matter of their high ground positioning was a little bit too brave.
All right, the cluster here. A
blast coming in. It's gonna be huge.
That's a small for
massive.
Yeah. All right, but they split enough. Abaddon, it's. Done some of it.
Getting good vision.
He gets taken down. Centaur's leaving. This isn't the fight he wants.
Okay, alright. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, a great fight for Anubis. They don't get too much, They only did the DK in the end there,
well,
but
they make
it's enough to secure Roche. Yeah, it's enough to secure Roche. I think, most Bushido Boys are maybe looking to get the high ground defense of their own.
I guess I wonder who you put it on.
Back into this.
Like if
I would put it on the sniper.
Yeah.
I think I would rather put it on the Bane than the Medusa or the Timbersaw. I think you could put it on the Timbersaw if you wanted to. I think you probably just put it on the sniper. Like you're just so damn ignorable into the heroes that I don't think it does much. But I don't think it really matters.
Nick remembered to pick it up, so that's good.
That's an improvement from last season. Yeah.
You'll just probably reminding him.
Yeah, going back to these fights. Sorry, go on.
If it didn't happen, I mean, but yeah. Oh, okay.
They might just have the Medusa sitting high ground though and hitting the towers pretty safely.
Yes, that's probably the best thing they can do with this Aegis, the way they've played it. Yeah, going back to the fights, I think the big thing the Bushido Boys need to do is they really need to think about what their positioning is in fights. This Abaddon shield is so important for them. They really need to save it, right? You can't afford to have your Abaddon getting chunked the way he is for little good reason.
Yeah. I think he's doing a good job of taking off Thanos with it. I feel like I've seen that.
Well, he was until with Air Basket hitting, right? He was consistently ruining the life of him so much, and then this air blast were hitting. We were watching the Abaddon get stunned alongside his team, and they were all getting chunked together. And then obviously he doesn't necessarily die immediately, but his ult gets popped, and he's not healing because of air, and he dies pretty shortly afterwards. So I'd like to see him maybe positioned a little bit more defensively so that he can keep getting off these great shields, because obviously he's went for this Echo Saber, so he wanted to threaten this silence, but
now I will also say
realistically,
I don't know if it's good, but we've seen a bunch of fights where they're pushing the high ground and the two supports die, the Lich, the Abaddon die. And it's well, I guess that's all right, if they're the ones dying, but
I mean, I can say it's expected.
So
it's
hitting in the front,
right?
I guess, does mean that's happening. Hard to push into that, but I don't know if Timbersaw cares.
Well, I'm gonna say that's the issue, right? Is that this Timbersaw, this Medusa, they're so beefy, especially when there's cheese and Aegis on them. Right. At this point, it's very much so that they go on the back line. They get the sniper. DKB comes out, the A, ooh, the
Big
A,
animals
the DKB goes down.
Oh god.
It's... I heard there's a lot of disrespect going on with this AA, like they walk straight past him, and maybe they should have just blown him up. I think it's a lot easier to blow the AA up and then continue on to the sniper than the reverse.
Immediately out. That's... Oh god.
Woof! It's looking rough.
Buyback on the other
lot of
floors, I think
damage.
they're going to. They don't want to give up these racks.
I was gonna say, I think we're gonna see the final hurrah from Radiant here.
Yeah, that's probably their last fight. I mean, 5v3.
I mean, I'm gonna say this is definitely a fight they can win.
Nope. Oh, Dave's ult was not back yet.
The AA did manage to sneak out and is now about to hit the center with another AA blast. God.
Alright.
The Medusa goes down once, but
That's Sages. I don't think...
get the AA! Not again. Okay. Actually disengage. You know, they're gonna be able to do another run around.
Yep, just take more racks. 360 pushing mid.
Barracks have fallen.
They want to get something.
They might have damage this time though. I don't know.
They might. It's not gonna be easy, but it's definitely worth a shot. They've got to try something.
Run,
Right?
Lick, run!
I don't think they can afford to
No,
let
they
them
can't.
walk away here. Obviously they're in a bad spot, but they've got to try.
Are we gonna see another AA blast coming in?
Medusa's out of
He's
mana!
thrown it. He has thrown it across the map. Have they paid attention to the fact that the AA just brought back? Oh, okay, the DK gets hit, but that's it.
Okay,
Oh.
Yiddles is down.
This Timber
Good
Sludge
buyback.
doesn't take enough damage.
I feel like
They
they
just
really
don't.
didn't itemize against this Timber at all.
Well, they probably didn't feel like they had to at first, right?
Right?
They're probably
yeah,
expecting to. Once they got picked, they're like, oh shoot, but...
Yeah, yeah.
Yiddle's probably
That's
saying,
close there.
Yiddle's probably saying, I told you they'd pick that in the draft.
That's true. I'll never forget the time I drafted Yields of Darks here.
Here's another AA.
Me
He's gonna hit
and-
both of them
Oh,
again.
God.
What the hell?
That's a
Oh.
dieback on... That's a dieback on 3 of them.
Yeah, at this point, they just wanted to
Yeah,
kill that.
there they called it.
Yeah, they're GG out. I think it was a good effort to come back into it. Obviously, once they slipped, it was hard to come back. They didn't scale anywhere near as well as the enemy lineup. Pretty classic for the current patch, right? Very much so. Like the team that has the late game definitely has the advantage.
You know, it was interesting. I was thinking of the one of the ESL games though recently, where like there was a Deuce, and it was like, do they have an answer for the Deuce? And the answer was CC her and kill the rest of her team.
Yes, it was very that was in the grand finals of Birmingham.
But-
They
when Medusa and Timbersaw get to the point where like you have to deal with both of them, and there's a sniper in the back, like
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it was definitely a situation where, like, the Medusa, for a decent, for the most part, was quite ignorable by their team. But the issue was they just couldn't kill the Timbersaw either.
who set
It's
this
like-
one, who set this one up? I didn't.
Media, I'll
Okay.
set this one.
All right, cool. All right. So. Let's see. Anyone interested in the stats? Just scrolling.
Pop off for a phone call, but I'll be back.
Okay, see ya.
I mean, I think my MVP for that last game was just the AA, just consistently getting great ults.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the first couple, like I feel I saw a bunch like in the first couple fights where it's like, oh, they didn't go that way. But I mean, no, like once they started winning fights, yeah, you're right, it was the AA for sure. And it was consistent, like a couple like just huge ones. It was a great draft. It was a great pick, even though was it the first pick? It was the first pick, so Bushido Boys just kind of drafted into it and then saw Timbersaw. But yeah,
Well, drafting to the sniper or the
the AA was the first pick, I want to say, for...
no, sniper was the first pick. AA was
Oh,
the
you're
second.
right. You're right. That's true.
They had 2 heroes. They had everything after the Lifestealer, so they had DK Lifestealer. So it was a pretty decent AA games as far as it goes. As far as only being able to see 2 heroes. Definitely not like, oh my god, this is the best AA game ever. It's like they first pick Huskar or something.
I'm having trouble finding the join lobby button.
I'm sure you can figure it out.
Yeah, now I have to type the password, and that's the next level.
It's difficult.
Oops. I'm trying to type too fast. Alright. I'm not clicking right for some reason. Alright. Did I have a chat? I didn't have a chat. Cool. Good. It means I didn't have to respond or anything. Okay. So. Nick did not have the,
Yeah.
oh wait, never mind. He did not have the most camps stacked that game.
Oh really?
Yep.
Who did?
AA had 10, Nick had 7.
Damn.
Yeah. Well,
He's just pulling their worth.
yeah.
For anyone unaware in Mage League, Peaches is I believe, Guardian 2?
He's one
something
of
like
the,
that?
yeah, he's one of the lower ranked players in the game, but he's pulling his weight for sure.
He was easily the MVP of that last game, which is very funny considering the point buy system and whatnot. His AA blasts were the sole reason they came back into that game.
Yeah.
We should not say there was not great play on the rest of their players, right? I think that A1's reactions to the A blast were impeccable, but yeah, those A blasts were the
I wonder.
The sole reason they were suddenly able to fight so well.
Yeah. I wonder how much of it was going to be like A1 saying, "I'm going to go in here, be prepared to AA blast right here."
I mean, obviously they do want to go in, right? I don't think it's that wild and out there to say you should AA blast the enemy team when they're trying to push our around.
Well, that's true. Yeah, there were a couple of those, but there were some fights that were just like they jump on A1, he's like the only one there, and it's like, oh, well, I mean, it could have very well been a reaction. No, it was well played.
I mean, the A's reaction to the enemy going on A1 in the river,
oh, that one, yeah,
was insanely fast reaction speed.
Yeah.
So yeah, did a great job.
Okay. While we're waiting, should I stream my anti-racism training?
Here, Twitch chat, I think you need this. I think it's like I'm just curious why you need that training, Ted. Is it kind of like the awareness training people have to take after that, like getting points in their license? Did you?
Oh no, it's the entire school
did you
system
say...
needs anti-racist training. Oh, AA is her. I'm sorry, Peaches. AA is a she. Probably, maybe I don't need to announce that, but someone did.
Wow, doxed. Well, she was the MVP of last game. It's very messed up of you to just assume every Dota player is a man, Ted. Can't believe you do this.
What?
I think you're going to need some more training after that racism training, Ted. Listening to the most horrible bird outside, and I'm not being sexist when I say that. It's just like some absolute fiend of an animal just screeching.
I am thirsty. I should grab something to drink.
So thirsty. It's so thirsty.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how to use OBS. Honestly, the most that I used this program was actually for like grad school shit. Not even like... Maybe not.
Both teams. Who lost this one? PPE one.
Did we do what? Who's doing what?
A task.
You didn't ask it? Okay, there you go.
Nothing now.
Yep.
I would have to type, you know? It's so hard.
Yeah. Alright. They're both answering.
Radiant.
Well. What's the win rate now for? I think the win rate's relatively even compared to last season for Radiant at this point.
They want first pick. Him.
First pick. All right. Here we go. Bushido Boys versus Anubis Promise.
5 seconds
Game
remaining.
2.
Did he send you the songs, by the way? He told me he said he asked you and you told him that you might be streaming and he asked me if I was streaming and I went, I'll sure if Ted's not. He went, well, if you are, play these songs. Ted said he wouldn't or some shit. I don't think he said that. I think he just assumed you weren't streaming.
Oh, well, he didn't send me anything.
He said he has instructions for the stream and sent me some songs and I listened to one and it was saying some shit about 9/11 and I was like, you know what?
He said, "Are you planning to stream?" And then he said, "Maybe," but I think I have access to his songs.
Really?
Yeah. Put some Suno songs in there. Did you see them? I don't know if the audio's set up for it. I couldn't tell.
It's probably best if you don't. They're very
Well, I could probably
very out there.
Can I just like stream my own Discord also? Probably not while the game's running. Nope. Yeah, I'm sure they're.
On OBS, normally any audio that comes through, you're probably playing if you're playing the audio because
10 seconds remaining.
audio captures separate and it's weird.
Well, I think maybe at this point he said official team member intros for 1, which I forgot to play. Maybe I'll play their next series if I get some clear instructions in the future. There's one to say contender if we are sad, so I think I might have to play that one next.
Yeah, you have to hit that one up when the draft goes bad. Anyway, going into the draft here, we see Bushido Boys immediately ban the Timbersaw respect ban.
Yes.
I don't think you necessarily need to ban the Timbersaw if you don't pick 4 strength heroes in a row.
First pick sniper again, though.
I mean, that was a large part of why. Yeah, I think it's fair, right? It's a hero that Pep's comfortable on.
Yeah.
It can be flexed around if they need it to be. Go with just solid support opener, and I blame them.
I'm gonna ask Gilles if his team is sad.
Don't harass the players during their game. It's fucked up.
I'm not harassing the captain.
Doesn't make it much better.
Time to put in some new rules for Ted.
We're gonna have to put in new. Please don't randomly message the players during the draft. Just be memeing. It's not nice. It's DJ not nice.
Okay. Oh, he says, wait, how do you have the sad version?
They never sent me that one.
He didn't send me anything.
He sent me the
Oh,
beginning of draft song and the end of draft song, and then he mentioned a victory song if they happen to win. I said I won't be doing that one.
Oh.
I like this. We got Peaches, Pepper, and Peach Brain. Like, sort of a nice...
They're already keyed up over on Anubis Promise.
Gonna give 5 P's 1 urinal for a run for their money.
Radiant team.
Gosh. Do I need to...
So then they have the letters
I'll
there.
play their songs for him.
So what kind of stuff would you like to see coming out of Bushido Boys to kind of refocus and bring this to a
I mean, I
game
feel like last game they got a little bit cheesed from the draft, right? I think they didn't respect the AA enough in their play, but also even in their draft, right? All of their heroes were not too happy to see the AA, even though the AA was picked relatively early in the draft, and obviously similarly the Timbersaw, to a same vein, right? That they were countered by both of those two aspects for similar reasons, and obviously they banned out the Timbersaw this time, so they're not gonna suffer that same fate, but also they not went for a strength hero immediately anyway, so the Timbersaw would most likely not end up being as strong.
We do see Resistance on Lifestealer and Dragon Knight here.
Radiant team pick.
think they would just ban out the Timber and AA and run it back with 4 more strength heroes?
They clearly changed something up. We're seeing a Viper come out. I believe that's most likely a mid Viper for the Mystics.
Yes.
I remember I vaguely remember he used to be on that, isn't it? Go for the shrub to pick.
That's not
probably
nice,
for
right?
probably for Pep. But I think Pep is the sniper, so
Peaches again. She'll probably take that.
Yeah, I guess for I don't know what she.
We'll see those.
I don't know what she plays.
10 seconds remaining.
5
seconds remaining.
But yeah, it could be her, it could be Kadar, I don't know which of them plays what. strong hero right now. Obviously, the ult is a lot. The Q is line lane. Go for a dazzle pickup. I feel like that's a $G hero. I want to say. I feel like I remember that.
I feel like I remember seeing a mid dazzle that did pretty well.
Nah,
I played it in the game 1 of our series.
10 seconds remaining.
Yep.
It did pretty well.
Radiant team pick.
I was definitely the win con for our team fights. Let's put it that way. But that's mostly because I was our solo backliner.
Alright.
So they picked the break hero and then they picked the bristle hero.
Yeah, they definitely secured the bristle for themselves. I don't hate it. Yiddles likes bristle. He has a love-hate, like, he has a bit of a hate relationship for the Ags. Hopefully he gets over that and does decide to buy the Ags at some point in this game, as it's a very good item, but...
Yeah. Now, it's not that difficult to keep the bristle back contained by the disruptor, though, I feel.
The disruptor's gonna be a bit annoying, right? The bristle's not like
He doesn't want to buy a BKB.
He doesn't want to buy a BKB, so he's doing, you know, the wall's going to be annoying for him. You know, the glimpse. He's a fast hero, but also doesn't have any movement spells. Go for anti-mage. We are going to have to ban Anubis Promise from the tournament.
That's a pretty good read. Bushido Boys does not have very good lockdown right now.
Yeah, just the Jakiro, but first for disable at the moment. I guess AA, but that's not going to stop an anti-mage.
What sort of, I guess, last pick do you think Bushido Boys need to come out with to kind of lock down this AM and not give them a free game?
I'm thinking of shunt heroes that we could see. I wonder... Do you think that...
They've got very solid scaling with these two other cores, so I'd like to see something tempo-oriented.
I know Sean plays Naga sometimes.
Naga into Dazzle is an unplayable matchup.
That's true.
You just don't get your illusions.
Yeah, never mind.
10 seconds remaining.
I'd like to see something tempo-oriented.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm trying to think of who else I've seen Shunt play recently.
I'd be down for like Ben. It's a good PA game.
Yeah, I think Sven could work.
It's a good PA game, although it's a little on the slow side, but at the same time,
and yeah,
PA against anti-mage is like a pretty well-known, like really hard matchup. I'm not sure how I feel about this anti-mage pick. Instinctively, I feel like it's not a great one, but
10 seconds remaining.
Does make the bristle's life hard once he runs out of mana. He can't really stack up quills.
yes.
he'll still just sit in lane.
But I feel like the way the timings work is that, in theory, the anti-mage should never really be like involved in the fight when the bristle is like the primary carry, if you know what I mean. When the bristle's the big guy. Once as bristle starts to fall off of the anti-mage, is maybe interested in joining fights.
Okay. So I also don't know A1's pool, but I guess we're looking at off later a bit. What do you think of one more ban and then?
Yeah, I imagine we'll see something coming out for A1 here. I'd like this hero definitely needs to define the tempo of the game, as the sniper and AM are both very slow heroes, and neither of the two supports really set up for much other than, like, you know, obviously a glimpse can give you a random kill if someone's caught out, but you definitely need something to initiate these fights.
I wonder if they could do well with a centaur.
Centaur could work. It kind of matches the description they want. Kind of bad and
Okay, gotta be
a lot of scaling, but
alright.
Yeah. Bloodseeker, you know, very classic anti-mage counter. You just gotta be a little careful about the counter spell, but as long as you get past that, makes the anti-mage's life very annoying. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I don't like this abandoned pick coming out from Anubis Promise. They're very much so saying to Bushido Boys, "Do what you want." Which
but that set looks so cool.
It happens.
Yeah. Looks like he should be on Bushido Boys.
Alright. So, Yiddles, I'm hoping that this goes through. I think.
Yeah, I am worried on how they're going to lock down the Bloodseeker. He's running around at 800 movement speed.
Yes, they do not have they don't have any real lockdown, right? They have a disruptor wall. They have, baby Hex from Dazzle's Shard. Which isn't to say that there's like insane lockdown coming down from Bushido Boys, right? They've got a rupture and a delayed stun from AA and the Ice Path, right? They haven't got, they haven't got solid stuns, right? They aren't the strongest stun lineup, but they have a good chase between the Viper and the Bristle. If anyone's ever caught out of position, you're going to struggle to get away between that and the Rupture. And obviously, eventually, the AA is going to get shard, and at that point, they do have a pretty solid stuns to throw out of a very slow heroes. And so, in comparison, there's a lot more stuns.
How should these lanes go for them?
So looking at the mid lane, I would assume that Sniper should do pretty well in that lane. Sniper's a pretty classic counter to Viper, but it's very easy to die if you're not careful.
Mina, can you stream their song for me? I think that might be the easiest way to do it. I don't know if it'll come across for me, and if I play it, it won't come across for you well. Can you stream Discord itself?
No, I want to stream their song. I also don't want to play the random 9/11 song.
The Legends of the Lane, I think, is what they want. I'll play it while. This is their AI generated song.
I think might see a clash here.
We'll see. Doesn't look like either team's going for a smoke play, but they are both heading towards the top lane. We see lines drawn by Yiddles making a call for the move into the enemy jungle. So we are going to see a level 1 fight most likely.
I don't know who has a better level. You like maybe Bushido Boys have a better level 1?
I think it depends on the execution, but with the perfect execution, I give it to Anubis Promise. Bushido Boys is just a little bit easier to execute.
This stuff happens. They will find him.
Oh. They're gonna see something.
Alright, glimpse first.
The match disengaged there.
Always curious to see what they pick.
Antimage being very brave. Not the level blink. No, he's able to get away. Overall, this is, I guess, good for Anubis Promise because they're probably going to get 3 bounties, but
yes, very likely.
Not the other one way or the other.
We're really seeing the lack of stuns coming into play on both sides there.
I guess say.
You run at us, we run at you.
Abaddon gets this first.
Yeah, not too surprising.
Okay.
Yeah, they get an extra Byron. Oh well.
Yeah.
Happens.
Well, and they used more for that. That was just more costly, TP on Bloodseeker.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty. You get pretty used to using TPs, especially as P1 and a P3. You don't want to miss any of your waves.
Yeah, but it was just absolutely free for Anubis Promise.
I'm very curious how this bottom lane will go because it's very volatile. Where like there's in theory this Bloodseeker obviously should be able to heal up using the passive, but there also a lot of damage can come out between the Poison Touch and the silence from the Abaddon, really kind of letting them pummel. But we'll see.
Yeah, it might get wrecked here.
It's taking a lot of damage, but he's fine. He's just really popping off.
Kind of forget about the bonus load per hit. I don't want to be caught out getting right-clicked by a Dazzle.
Yes, it can be very frustrating if you aren't, able to hold your ground.
What did anyone do? What was he dumb about?
I'm guessing he just got outlasted.
Oh.
Hit with the silence.
Oh.
I missed Pete Brain getting a kill.
Okay, I missed what was going on top, but Chikiro died. Mixed low, but I'm sitting on a fat
Yeah.
bond, so
Yeah, I know that one against Bristle.
yeah.
One of the biggest issues with Bristle as a hero is that, one just makes the hero feel really bad.
Yeah. It's hard. It's not as hard to lane against him if you are able to dodge a couple quills, not let it stack up.
But
Yeah, as long as
getting
you don't disrespect the Bristle, it's, in my opinion, a very easy hero to lane into.
Yeah.
pretty commanding CS lead with the Viper in the mid lane here.
Yeah, really zoning out the sniper. We're seeing
It's
sniper
tough,
adapt,
like
I
he
guess.
can't, like he does pay every single time he tries to punish, but
It's one of the things where the sniper just needs the extra range to do better with the lane.
yes. Yeah. Right now he's got the point in the shrapnel. I think he's been doing that just out of anticipating the fights in the jungle and all, but alright. I heard a stack somewhere, I don't know where.
That was top lane, the full camp for Radiant.
Oh, yeah, okay, alright. Alright, he's gonna get the silence on the Bloodseeker. He does not die there, but he's getting low.
Yeah, definitely going to town on this Abaddon and the Dazzle here.
Yeah, they're sitting pretty comfortably.
Bloodseeker's able to sit pretty though. They managed to take down Pepper in the mid lane. Takes a good chunk of damage for it, but it's a very big kill. Because
Now you want that. You
this
want to be.
Viper's one of these heroes that once you get that one kill in lane, it makes it so much harder for the opponent to come back into the lane.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna have about a 2-level advantage on him too by the time the Vipers or the Sniper's back.
Like you just say, missing best part of an entire group wave there after her death.
Yeah. Sniper at level 3, Viper level 5.
Yeah, it's a rough lane.
Oh, doesn't get the silence off, but I feel like I'm seeing a lot of range tonight. So. Spot lane.
Plus, he has to maybe be a little bit braver right now. He's full stick. Kind of wants to just make some trades so that he can use his stick, but I understand the passive nature of an anti-mage. Just wants to secure his CS. Doesn't care about anyone else.
Yiddles is also dominating in the CS department. 20 last hits to Am's 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we saw the same thing yesterday, last game, where it felt like the Bushido Boys were definitely the last hit dominators. The low power well and taking out the lead was that goal advantage.
$G. He's got a big one.
Patience is my go.
It can be fun to be a support when you're not near that bristle. You able to cast your stuff all the time. Hey, sometimes the bristle makes it harder for his own support with that.
With what, sorry?
Just the bristle, like, just enabling the Disruptor's mana so much.
Well, yeah, that's one of the issues, right? Is that your ready always has mana because of the stick charges, and like you don't really have much kill potential unless they overextend, right? That's in my opinion the biggest issue Brittle has as a laner, is that like you should never be able to win your lane if the enemy doesn't make a mistake. But he doesn't have arcane boots now though, so he's able to be quite obnoxious. Really shove himself into the face of this anti-mage.
Yeah.
Hearing 2 bounty runes there.
Very bold blink by the
Yeah.
anti-mage in the top lane. Bristle also let him get away with it. Knows that it's not going to be able to get too much out chasing him.
Tower is under attack.
Just looking to secure his own farm, which I think is correct. Just you want to secure your own farm, Bristle, let yourself scale up more so than slow down the anti-mage.
I mean, for
Dazzle
they're
made
not-
a
they
move
can't
on
kill
mid.
this- They can't kill this bristle, so I think it's okay if there's left this lane. Wonder if
Yeah,
it's
that
right
was
way.
secures the room.
It looks like a lot of heroes that are gonna have a hard time killing each other.
Alright.
I think it depends on how they play the game.
I think this
Obviously,
one-
anti-mage is never really going to die without being ruptured, I don't think, this game. We see G-Dollar optimistically hoping to try and steal a wisdom, but they're getting there just in time
teleport out. Oh, the ancients are gonna help. Oh shit. Oh.
Neutral creep got it. Oh.
Oh. Hey, it means Griff doesn't have a teleport.
Watching G-Dollar and Dave beat each other to death in the top lane.
Who's gonna win?
G-Dollar wins.
Not feel like G-Dollar wins.
They might both die though.
That's insane.
Oh, you could've...
Where are the tips? That was great.
That's a beautiful fight to the death.
Can we enable tipping for spectators?
No.
No.
Never?
Got
What?
it.
Why
Go
not?
on, shut in the bot lane. A1 showing how fast those fingers can move.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to get the
Hello.
glimpse. Get the glimpse. 1, 2, 3. No.
That's in its few things less satisfying than, or more satisfying than glimpsing someone when they TP to lane.
Denied.
Yeah. Alright. So a slight net worth lead for Anubis Promise. Last hit lead
Yes.
for
Interesting.
the others. Oh. Whoops.
Happy getting taken down against
But the
mid lane.
mid-kill is...
It's just, yeah, once my mid 6, it's very hard to stay around
Viper
if you ever get
levels
the
up
ult
the
on
rest
you.
of the game, so...
Yeah, it's very hard to stay in this lane, because if he ever gets within range to hit you with one right click and an ult, you're just basically dead.
Now Nick does have his ult, so I wonder if they're going to try and get this Jakiro, or whoever shows up in lane. Jakiro, probably.
Dire's middle tower
Pop
is
that
under
ult.
Maybe looking to make a dive this bot lane now that the band's at 6.
Yeah. Oh, but we got
Good
4
start
people
coming up
coming
from the
in.
Night Stalker. No, not Stalker, sorry, the Bloodseeker. Viper comes in, he doesn't have too much HP to play with himself.
The
Shield out to the down, so look at the TP out, really, oh no, still on the Jakiro, and they left the AA TP out. The
And
Viper
that's
in danger now, needs
yeah.
to maybe throw out the ult before he goes down.
Oh, that's bad. That Viper's the one who's usually alive. But
Nina-
I don't know if Abaddon gets out of here alive. He might take the
Yeah,
might
Just
not even.
TP.
Doesn't even actually get ends up being a good trade from Bushido Boys. Unfortunate for Viper to go down there, he was having a good game. Just slow him down a bit though. Obviously still going to be a big threat when he respawns. Curious what I'm going to see come out for this Viper. I personally, if I ever land into a sniper mid as Viper, I'm toxic enough to go first time Blink Dagger and run at the sniper.
Yeah.
The dead dazzle.
Oh, whoops.
The flayed twins.
Just got
That's a good
ruptured,
match, just
so
to,
that's
yeah,
cool, man.
another dazzle. I'd like to see in 60 seconds or so, I'd like to see this Bloodseeker look to maybe rotate into the top lane with the portal and look to rupture the anti-mage from the trees.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It would be a pretty free kill if he was to get it off.
Oh, I wonder. Oh.
Viper goes down again.
Yeah, it's exactly as I said. If the Viper gets within range, he's just dead.
Yeah, it's.
Really hard for him to
He probably
defend
needs to get like a
this
hurricane pike as soon as possible. I think.
I kind of would have liked to have seen him just go for the shrapnel, hit the wave, and then go fuck off in the jungle.
Getting some stacks. Shunt dying. Oh, whoops. That was. I didn't mean to ping there.
The Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay. Oh, there's some food ready.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Go grab that. That tower's gonna go down.
They're fortified.
Anti-mage should be a little careful, taking a lot of damage there. Maybe could have chased down Needles if he wasn't worried about TPs, but gives them the respect. Assumes that the TP took him in if he does chase.
There's the AO. Does
Ooh, just
hit
quickly
Abaddon.
Abaddon, which is important.
Nope. The
Bugs.
Shallgrave does not save.
What's he just buck it out?
Okay, going on anti-mage in top, but nothing to lock him down yet. So just
Kinda saw a mirror there, Bloodseeker just runs away, the AM just blinks away.
Yeah.
So we're seeing the
And,
end come back on the battery soon.
Oh.
You know, do you see what the Bristle has queued up?
I'm so proud of him.
Alright.
I'm all for what Yiddles likes to do with like the AC, right? Like sort of bristle after Ags. I just think Ags is such a power spike when you first get it. I'm all for like not going Bloodzone nowadays after all the nice changes, but
okay. What Pepper's going for? He just wants to
Dire's
farm.
middle
Get
tower
that.
is under attack.
Visibility.
Nice thing about having a sniper in this game is it seems pretty easy for him to get a silver edge at some point to just pop the bristle from far away.
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, all three of their cores are relatively content buying a silver edge if they need to in the late game.
Do you know if Assassinate works with silver edge?
I would assume not, but
Like, I would think casting it might. Would casting it itself break it? I don't know.
yeah, no, it doesn't look like Daedalus and whatnot would work with it, right? So.
Dire's top tower's just died. Yeah.
Tied on towers now.
Sad, really. I heard that tower had kids.
You see a Baden having a pretty good lane, a pretty good time so far. I think we're really going to start seeing the issue, at least in my opinion, of Anubis Promise's draft in this next 10 minutes, give or take. Like, assuming that Bushido Boys want to make things happen, it's hard to imagine Anubis Promise is really taking fights out. Obviously they have to play around with Baden. That's kind of their wall, but
I think Nick's gonna be pretty comfortable just like farming and ignoring the team for a while.
Getting the stack.
yeah, anti-mage doing anti-mage things.
Yeah. Besides Bloodseeker, they really don't have a lot of catch for them.
Yiddle's basically trying to ask people, like, do you want to start from taking this tower?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Starting to get some nice stacks going for the AM too. See some doubles in the lower part of the map.
Yeah, that'll definitely accelerate the anti-mage's farm. Get them to a better spot.
Dazzle has amp damage. She's angry,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
but
Love to see this Dazzle stack these camps here in the triangle.
yep.
Yeah,
I
really
bet
just
Nick's
focused on
falling for it. He's
enabling it.
probably yelling for camps to be stacked right now.
Nick would never ask for stacks. How would you know this, Rico?
It
Have you been on a
happened.
team with him?
Oh,
The
they
glimpse?
get the bug.
Valuable. Free.
Big kill.
a little bit
Pepper
too
gets the
health,
revenge.
Pep's revenge. Pepper sends his regards. The safety of his base.
Yeah, this Meaty's getting a little bit too comfortable on the enemy's high ground here. Maybe forgets there are other heroes in the game that aren't the sniper.
And AF's fuming about the camps not being stacked in the triangle.
Because they're being stacked on the other half, and not where the enemy team is not running through, And they are stacked. Bristol's just going to take them, right?
We're seeing
Yeah, Rico is referring to the fact that the Dazzle had to leave the stacks to go kill Viper.
Kill the Viper.
Didn't manage to get a stack
Oh
up.
no, it's a
Nope.
TP, the strongest side of this game.
Yeah. It's like this is Jakiro is pretty much the only one that can stop a TP in this game, so
The promised one, only you can stop him.
Maybe if they start TPing during an AA blast with Shard, which could have existed as a minute ago.
That's true.
Or a TP to an outpost with cold feet on,
Well, we see Pep queuing up the Shadow Blade immediately.
I respect it, really, like showing respect towards the Bristleback, just making sure that he's not gonna have a free game.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright. Oh, dog. Hello.
Anti-Mage telling Abaddon to back the fuck away from this creep wave.
Gonna get the camp stacked. That's tough.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Shunt going for the Maelstrom. Wouldn't mind seeing a Glucknir or something.
Well, the A-Bass coming out though, just not having the team to back him up, just really struggling. It's a little bit of confusion between the heroes of Bushido Boys. The Viper kind of wants to put the foot on the gas, while the Bristle kind of wants to wait for Ags, and the Bloodseeker kind of wants to wait for the Speaker B. So it's a little bit awkward for Viper, just wanting to make use of his strength, but not having the team to really back him up.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we were talking about like the Silver Edge and Assassinate. It does work if you use Silver Edge after the ult is flying, according to chat.
Interesting.
Thank you much for it. I read the spell Assassinate is worded in such a way that I would assume it doesn't apply to attack modifiers. But I will take the chat's word for it.
Yeah.
That's why we crowdsource these things.
Yeah.
Well, if Pep's the right interaction, it could be a pretty safe way for him to help out with the Bristle from far away.
I don't know if Pepper will know about that specific mechanic. He might. I don't know.
I'll tell you that, I definitely didn't know. Here is
Very slow to farm, though.
so Abe is definitely having the game he wants right now. There's very little pressure being applied to his team.
Left him alone. You know,
Yeah,
1-0, sure,
farming.
that's fine.
Yeah, he's farming up a storm this AM, and obviously the Bristol's about to have Axe, which is presumably the go time for the main format of Bushido Boys, but I guess we'll see.
But, you know, what I said about Nick playing his best when his back's up against the wall?
That's true, his back is not very against the wall right now.
Yeah.
Nick's a little bit too good at the early
So we
game.
might see some fun items from Anti-Mage this game, then.
It's less the items, it's more we might just see him like randomly blink under somebody and die because of it.
Oh,
Ooh. Jittles is 1v5ing, and is it working?
He does have a Lotus. Not enough though.
Nope.
Really needs a team in a moment like that.
Yeah, where they took the
tier 2.
I mean, they took a tier 2, right?
Can't be, you know, that's valuable.
They're now
pushing,
pressuring the tier 3.
yeah, with the Chikiro,
very
that's
brave.
just half of its health gone. You know, not nothing.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, to be fair, there is
good
no
for the Griff spot
TP on
there,
this Disruptor right now.
Punished.
There's no TP on the Disruptor, which basically means they can't be stopped from walking away.
Yeah.
The Disruptor is currently waiting around for the Wizard Room, I think, which is a bit of a long, but
believe so.
it'd be nice if they get it.
Showing on the wave here, though, so they should know that Disruptor wants this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's if they're paying much attention to this top wave, or she doesn't show on the map.
It's like the AA is creeping forward. We might see another fight to the death here.
Yep. AA ping.
Here we
I mean, there's definitely an advantage to the AA in this one. Well, they have vision on the
They know, and he is. Oh, his
the
health.
Seeker is
Yeah, he has the thirst vision. He's done.
Rest
Oh, no.
in peace, G Dollar.
He just hung out a bit under that Tormentor for too long, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it was. Oh,
That's
man.
hilarious.
Yeah, sometimes you forget there's a Bloodseeker in your game.
But this does give the AM at least 1 minute without being ruptured, so...
It's
That's
true.
true.
It's true.
Well, less stress.
Another stack of
Bloodseeker is doing very well for himself, though. Like, this is far from a free game for Anti-Mage.
Maelstrom,
Like, I
BKB.
think
Yeah,
the biggest concern I have for Anubis is the late game, to be
he's
honest
not
with
going
you.
to have the problem with his farm, but he still has to, play.
Well, yeah, his farm is obviously fine, but, like, the question is, once he's farmed, how does he win fights, right?
But the Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, it's also very much like, if he is able to reflect the Bloodseeker ult, he wins.
A lot of damage on the
Look at the ale.
Goes down.
Big ale.
Should have run in, bulking and destroying this force.
What's that, BKB?
Tower is under attack.
End up seeing the Peaches go down. Careful about him. Oh, the Rupture is getting used on the Sniper. Starts comes out the event.
Teleports out.
TP's out. Most OP thing in the game. A little bit too much disrespect, I feel, for the Abaddon there. The Abaddon was very boldly positioned, given his ult time cooldown. I think if they'd...
yeah, I thought someone was going to turn on on him and kill him, and he...
Yeah, I'm not sure if they didn't notice the Abaddon ult go off. And so they thought it was still up.
Very easy to hear, but I don't know.
I mean, you know, in the heat of the team fight, if you're not focusing on the Abaddon, it's easy to not notice it went off.
Yeah. Like it seemed like they didn't attack him. Like he stayed at like low health as soon as the ult popped. I had to check. I was like, he doesn't have the AA ult on him, does he? And it's like, no, he just didn't take damage. So. Yeah,
a great fight for Anubis Promise. Huge job of that with the anti-mage there.
Yeah. Pepper's still having trouble securing some of the farm from these fights he's living through. I mean, he got out of that last one, but
he knows what his job is. He just stacked the camp.
Yeah.
That's everyone's job always did.
Is he gonna farm it? Nope.
if he's gonna farm it, he has to be very sneaky about it. If anti-mage finds out.
See a circle being wrapped around there.
Pepper just supporting from the mid lane.
Everyone's supporting from every lane.
Here comes A.
Even the anti-mage is supporting the anti-mage.
Yeah. Alright. What does Nick have queued up next? He's sitting on 3,200.
Many potential items. Some anti-mages about to go. Casual Basher. Ags is a pretty common go-to. I don't know if Ags is that great in this game, but pretty normal. Anti-mage is sitting around on 0 HP right now. Wait. His magic resist is helping him here.
Oh my god.
That is such a funny kill.
That's a
Griffin. Oh no, this A here was busted.
Ooh, oh, alright. Get the BKB popped. That's shot second BKB, 7 seconds. We're disrupting.
Yeah, I mean,
not a bad trade. I don't know.
I was gonna say that disruption is very important if they want to fight. So, and an argument is the primary reason for the BKB.
That was such a funny kill. I can't.
Yeah.
Messed up. So the stats do end up coming to bite the anti-mage in the butt, end up costing him more money than they make it.
That wouldn't have happened if he was behind.
That wouldn't have happened if he was behind. This is true. Average Nick moment. When he's too far ahead, he has to die like a bit of a silly death. Someone's got to slow him down. Oh, get for a smoke here.
I
should have seen the edge of it. Oh, they want Dave. The only stun in the game taken down.
Well, stun was already used.
Yeah,
A1 does get hit by the Ice Blast.
Here comes in.
He's got to be a bit careful, but it's not.
Well, his ult's already went off. He just needs to book it right now.
Oh, A1 needs to book it right now. Or not.
Well, the Shadow Grenade, yeah, it didn't work.
So,
the plus side, Shun is moving at the speed of light.
Yes. Alright, finish tier 1s. So, we're once again in the same position, tower-wise, as last game. A whole wave up, but... there's an anti-mage.
One thing I wanted to point out real quick, too, is if you look at sort of the Jakira's spell build, he went Liquid Fire, maxed that out first. The Viper went for the shards. They really just wanted to shut down this map.
Yeah.
Fortunate that they died in that team fight, but they did accomplish their objective.
I like to max Liquid Fire when I'm playing as Jakiro in lane. I know like Dual Breath is probably usually more fashionable to get a second point in first, but...
Dual Breath is your best kill potential. Refire is obviously nice for pushing towers.
Yeah.
This disruption is toxic. Pages is toxic. D-Dollar is toxic.
Yeah, baited by the illusion.
They're not aware of the Ags. They are very unaware of the Ags. Obviously, AM Ags is good for that reason, right? It can pay out spells, and more importantly, it makes it so that the real anti-mage, when they do blink in,
now,
there's a moment of hesitation.
When he did that, though?
Yes.
I guess. Well, they didn't know which one was real.
I think the last one.
You know, that might be. I mean, Meeseeks has like had a pretty extended break.
I guess both B6 and Shun have not played much Dota recently.
Yeah, so
they're not very used to the acting much.
Tragic hero.
Go.
Oh. Break him, Pep. There's
Wait.
great. Yep. Yodels goes down for that. Yeah, it's. I mean, I think just in terms of like the game's leadership, I think it's hard if Yodels goes down.
Yeah, it's definitely. It definitely feels like Bushido Boys aren't really sure what their win cons are in fights, and yeah, they're really struggling to play the fights really.
Tower's just gonna go
And kind of crazy, but the Abaddon's doing pretty damn well at keeping up with the AM and farm.
Yeah, all things considered. He's farming the heroes, AM's farming stats. Pepper just blinking the tower. Alright. Oh. I need to watch more useful things in the theater. Sorry. Okay. Dodge the...
The blink dagger on the Abaddon. I don't think I've seen that very often.
Hey.
I think it makes a lot of sense for the way he wants to play the game. He just really wants to throw himself at the enemy.
Dave built an Atos first.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty classic.
Where's his
I would say-
ads? Where's his ads?
Well, I think Atos is a pretty classic, you know, we have a lack of stuns item.
He can be used on the Bloodseeker, and now you're watching him just get completely slapped.
Punched to death, yeah. Oh, A1 is smart enough to pop the ult manually.
Yes.
Couldn't be me.
Sounds hard. Ooh. Uh-oh. Pepper, shoot him. Just one shot. Use your ult and then Silver Edge.
Yeah, ult just a little bit shy of everyone. Got the Abaddon, but not the two low supports.
Yeah. I mean, the Abaddon's generally who you want it on, but yeah, it would help to get the others.
Seems tough for Radiant to get back into this game.
Yeah, it feels like they've just been struggling a little bit with the focus, right? I feel like they've been throwing their bodies a lot, like not as five, but also they like two or three of them will kind of throw their selves at them kind of randomly. I don't know if maybe they're just a little confused.
Okay.
Oh, they're rupturing the anti-mage illusion.
Gosh. That's not what they need. That's hard. I mean, that's what you do. Is I guess anti-mage interesting, right? You just hope he does that.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a reason why a lot of people build this axe and anti-mage now. It's very good for this kind of applying pressure safely. Yeah. It's easy to stretch the opponent out and bait out important spells.
Yeah, this is just hard. Like they're just able to keep all the raids pushed in. Pretty dominant for.
Yeah, no, I mean things were very close right up until a point, and then obviously in the last 5 minutes or so, it's really just taken a terrible turn for the worse. Fight after fight, it's gone very hard, very quickly. You know, I think we've seen for both Yiddles and Meeseeks, I don't think they've gained much gold at all in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, so we're looking at taking Aegis over here. This time, Radiant does have the ult scouted out. Let's see, they're smoking in.
Yeah, they're looking to make a play. I mean, you know, things can work out. Right?
They're going to get the Aegis well in advance of it, so they might just say, never mind abort, turn around, but we'll see.
We'll see, maybe they look to find somebody split from the team.
Which, it'll be Pepper.
We know Meeseeks does love murdering Pepper. They have no detection.
I was about to say, yeah.
Oh no!
Oh,
they found him!
They have detection, this might be. Unfortunately, the enemy does react. They kill Pepper, So Mystics is thriving right now.
2 kills there.
Alright. Look at those, but no, that's the end of the line. We're done.
And they got a basher on the Abaddon now, so...
Yeah, at this point,
call it.
yeah.
Oh.
At this point, they're very far behind them.
Call it already.
Yeah, they call it. They don't want to. They don't want to fight this rough uphill fight.
Yeah.
Very proud of
Alright, well, that's game 2. Anubis 2-0'd Bushido Boys.
Yeah, I mean it ends up being a rough looking game in the end. There, for game 2 of Bushido Boys. Obviously, they had very much control of game 1. A couple of rough positioning errors on the high ground push, of course, cost them that one. And then this one, it felt like maybe they just didn't quite know when to go. And
I'm
yeah, they were just kind of struggling
seeing...
to mesh the team this game.
I think with Bushido Boys, like a lot of it is that like 2 new players to the league, like pretty much started playing Dota again within the last month. I feel so. I think that we'll see a large learning curve with them, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Mystics do really well in his lane, Shun as well.
Now, I think that being said, I think that like mid is generally gonna be a really rough lane for a lot of teams. I think a lot of our highest ranks are in mid, right? Would you say?
This season, yeah, it's a very
this season
mid.
I think is a very is gonna be pretty mid centric, just in terms.
Actually,
of
that's not necessarily true.
Not across the board, but like that's my general look at the ranks.
I thought the Coop was mid, but he seems to have be playing like a mixture of roles. Like looks like he's very comfortable classing this season, doing offlane mid. So
Struble like owned mid a lot last time around. You're playing mid.
Risky.
Yeah, risky.
Yeah, and so I think there'll be a lot of like tough mid matchups. So I think both for Pepper and for Mystics in the future, like it'll be tough. You know, the side lanes will be what they're gonna need to count on. Nick did a great job like carrying on both of those though, and we saw some really great plays from the supports all around. You know, and Pepper was able to do his thing as sniper like towards the end of these games. You know, it's like,
and they first picked up sniper too.
Huh?
They first picked it as well.
Yeah, both times. So like that's always kind of scary to play sniper into that. So if he's down for it,
well, yeah, I'm gonna say like it's a hero he's comfortable on. He's down to play the counts. Kind of take one for the team in the draft.
All right, I'm gonna bounce out.
Yep.
Later, y'all.
Yeah, I'll see you this week.
Welcome in the morning. Stream at this point too. Thanks for watching, those of you here, and yeah, I got that right. We're done for the day. So good games.